here for the very first time with Without a Dawn. Shut up, Discord. Oh, my face is gonna be there, doesn't matter. And day 5 of Chill or Be Chilled 2025. This game I don't know a huge amount about. I somehow stumbled upon it in the Steam store one time when I was tracking around horror tags and things. I think it's a fairly recent release. It's an indie game. It's sort of like a visual novel is maybe not the way to put it, but it's like there's a lot of it appears to be text-based. And it's about like choice trees and stuff rather than like running around in a spooky space or anything. And it's done entirely or almost entirely in ASCII. I guess this isn't. And as it says here, Without a Dawn contains content that some players may find disturbing or triggering, so I guess there's going to be some dark and upsetting stuff up ahead. The vibe I got from the store page all those years ago when I bought it, I can't remember when I bought it, was that it's a bit more eerie and weird rather than like lots of jump scares and stuff, but I guess we'll find out. So let's proceed. Would you like to see the content warnings including possible spoilers? I will say no on that one. I will try to give you a bit of a list of my own, but let's say no for me for now. And let's do this. Frame default. No frame. Ooh, ocean. Unbalanced. Bright outline. Ooh, broken outline. Ooh, I get cosmetics. You mean to say they're cosmetics? Obviously, we're going for ocean. Actually, that makes me really uncomfortable. Let's do unbalanced. That looks cool. Wait, I can change the color palette too? Eden. Gable green. Gray asparagus. Culpa 25. Whoa. Oh, that looks cool. I probably should leave it the way it was. This is probably the intended experience, although the nice dark grays here kind of is awesome. Oh, you could also not have the ASCII texture or noise, numbers. Waves? Wow. Sorry, very cool options we had here. Let's do a game, shall we? Hi, are you awake? Is this me? Or is this, am I someone asking this person this? Open your eyes. What now? You're feeling anxious. Okay, I think this is me then. You've been tossing and turning in your bed for a while now. Sleep doesn't seem to be coming. You have a feeling that someone is watching you. Someone may be standing behind the window. There's no one there or ignore. I think that's the same thing. Let's ignore. You find the thought distressing. You need to get up and check the window. It will take but a moment. You'll be back in your bed in no time. Okay, I gotta. If you're right, I gotta, then I gotta. Ooh, that was saving. Remember to breathe. But don't get too caught up in listening to the sound of your breath. Let it come naturally. Trick yourself into thinking something else. You are safe. I don't feel safe. Can you see movement through the cracks in the window blinds? Can you see the shadows shifting? There's something, or someone, out there. That's fine. You can't sleep unless you look. Okay. Just some branches. Tree branches swaying in the wind. You must feel relieved. It's very silent. You came here to find quiet, but you've come to miss the sounds of the city. The restless noises coming from the streets. Even those that are violent. I'm not convinced nothing's gonna pop up in this window. Yet, they somehow brought you comfort compared to this maddening silence. Here you thought you could unwind and rediscover yourself. Find what the hell is wrong with you. If it is true that in silence you can hear yourself more clearly. Just stare at the window for a bit. It is peaceful. The longer I stare at it, the less afraid I'll be. Take all the time you need. I'd like to do nothing one more time, please. Okay, good. Let's go. Wait, aren't you forgetting something? Well, I waited and you were all like... The blinds? Is it the blinds? What's that? You must close the window blinds. You know how stressful it is when you leave them open. Sure, then. Goody goody. You made it back to your bed. You're safe. You know what? Actually, I'm going to change to the other color scheme. Not that I'm not vibing with this one, but there's an option. Why not? I can do whatever I want. It's my channel. And they gave us these options. This feels like steely and cool. Oh, yeah, that's nice. You're safe. Nothing bad happened. You can fight it. You have the strength to overcome it. But you need to understand what you're dealing with. Do you think it's all in your head? I mean, chemically speaking, it's probably mostly localized in my head, but I guess in my cortisol as well. That's in other parts of my body. You sense there's something more. A different truth. You're tired. You need sleep. Time to sleep. Yes. Lock by me. In the house. Sleeping overnight. Hey, wait, that's not how clocks work. Wait, huh? Why this clock isn't right? This clock is confusing. Oh no, maybe it is. It's just the X's are kind of hard to tell apart because of the art style. Well no, it's definitely going backwards. This clock. Let's do in angle brackets. The passage of time seems different here. The arms of the clock are going back and forth. You find it difficult to experience such irrationality. If there's sense to any of this, it's not visible. Next stream or wake up? Why not? Let's check out the next stream. It's gotta be better than this. I probably should have done that. I am the man in a gas mask, and I ask you this. How many fingers am I holding up behind my back? 2. How many fingers am I holding up behind my back? 8. How many fingers am I holding up behind my back? 9. If you're counting thumbs, how many fingers am I holding up behind my back? 5. You have failed me with your answers. Okay, well, if you're gonna be like that about it, I'd rather wake up. Can't snap out of it. Oh, okay, well, 5. Sorry, what was that again? I am the man in the gas mask, and I ask you this. How many fingers am I holding up behind my back? Let's just answer the bigger number each time. That was not the bigger number, Admiral. 11. I mean, there are only so many answers I can pick, I guess. 1, 6, 3, 5. Your answers ring true. There you go. This interaction represents the beginning of our connection. 1635, is that a number I should remember? Acknowledge my existence. Okay. Your dream has come to an end. Oh, okay. Right. Your existence, consider it thoroughly acknowledged. Captain, see you later. Dream 1, wake from the first dream. I believe this game is supposed to be about an hour long. So, we should be fairly confident that we're making good progress here. Did you find the dream unsettling? Do you believe there was more to it? Nah. You couldn't connect with the dream, yet it made you feel something. He spoke with great concern. Do you think he tried to tell you something? There could be a pattern or meaning in his words. Put your head to work. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. Of course. 15. You keep seeing this number. 15. 15. 15. You seem anguished. It is hard for you to fall asleep. You need to check the window again. It'll help alleviate your stress. I don't want to. Can you get rid of the thought? It is difficult for you to resist the urge. You know you should try harder. Interesting. Okay, this is clearly like a mental health focus to this. My thought went to OCD because like the thought of like compulsively checking something. It's a behavior that is largely unnecessary, but you feel a compulsion to do it, as I understand it. It's kind of the impression it's giving off to me. You know you should try harder. You can start tomorrow. You can slip this one time. You're back in your own bed in no time. All right. I'd like to ignore it, but... Nah, maybe we should just go back. Do you feel irritated? Do you feel powerless? Yeah, a little of those things. All right, we'll open it. You can't see the trees anymore. You're trying to understand why. Too dark? Could it be a dense fog hindering the view? You're probably right. Time to close them. Go back. What do you mean, wait? Why was that so loud? Can you see movement in the distance? Ah, it's just a wisp of cloud. Nothing to worry about. 'Tis truly nothing. Shouldn't the fog hide the shape like it hid the trees? You must find this perplexing. You don't know what you're looking at. It appears as if a shadow is bleeding into the fog surrounding it. It is coming this way. It is slowly growing its presence. The shape is becoming increasingly distinct. It resembles a human. You cannot trust your eyes. You are alone here. There's no one here besides you. It's only you and your shadow. Close them. Thanks, I'm good. Have I lost my mind? You've been under a great deal of stress. You need to get your head straight. Your heart is racing. Your breathing is shallow. Your legs are growing numb. The cold sweat is about to break as your skin turns pale. Do not let it go that far. Try to calm your breathing. Think of something entirely different. Think of the last movie you saw. What was the last movie I saw? Try to remember the lyrics of your favorite song. Sweet little bumblebee, I know what you want from me. Doop-a-doop-a-doo-da. I don't know if that's my favorite song, but it's the one that came to mind. Good. You're starting to stabilize. I also am partial to Accidentally in Love from Shrek 2. I usually, when going into Chill or Be Chilled, I try and think of a song or two that I might want to sing when I get nervous, and that one's been floating around, but I'm not there yet. You're slowly gaining back your strength. You feel shaken and want to return to your bed. It is the only place where you feel safe. But first, you must take another look. No! Do you need more time to gather your breath? I'm not certain I do need to look there. You can overcome this. You're not gonna let me? Alright. Just the branches. The trees are back. You feel relieved to seeing the trees again. You're sure it was only your imagination. It was nothing but a feverish dream. You should return to your bed. Sure should. Betty buys. Savey. You made it back to your bed safely. You're tired and craving for sleep. The morning will come and everything will look brighter and more hopeful. You'll be fine once you get some rest. Time to close your eyes. Sure. And for the next strange dream, I assume. Now this is something I don't like. I don't like being in the water like this. No, not happy at all. Dislike. If a shark fin goes by, I'm going to be displeased. A lighthouse? Always go for angle bracket, huh? The sound of the waves has a unique quality to it. Can you hear the unexplainable clarity in its character? Can you hear the waves whispering distant words? You don't believe their unnatural sound belongs to this sea. The energy passing through the water comes from somewhere unknown. Yet you find the waves calm and peaceful amidst the sad melody. You embrace this beautiful harmony. You are breathing slowly and deeply. Your body and mind are weightless and free from worry. It's rare to achieve such tranquility. You find it difficult to experience both extremes. Your darkness has overshadowed the light for too long. It wasn't always like this. It doesn't always need to be like this. And I can't wake up just yet until I've done something strange with the gas mask, friend. I am the man in a gas mask, and I ask you this. Can you bear my silence? It makes me anxious. What is wrong in my silence? Silence has the wrong pattern, your silence is unbalanced? I don't know, I would have just said I don't know. Has the wrong pattern, has kind of a ring to it. What is wrong with the pattern of my silence? Silence has 14 dots. Oh, I wasn't looking at the dots. Your silence misses a dot? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 6, 12. Well, it is both, I guess. 14 and it misses one. How many dots should my silence hold? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. That's my number. Don't you remember? I understand. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Yeah, like that. Yeah, there you go. You get it. I have corrected my silence. I thought it was just being weird. I didn't realize that was part of the experience, that I count the dots. What do you want from me? I want to show you the truth. I will show you what lies behind the veil. Sorry if I'm speaking this wrong. I cannot hear anything over the sound. It's incredibly loud compared to the rest of the game. I assumed the shape of a shadow. I came to your cabin. I will not let you exist in a lie. My silence is now also yours. Follow this newly found connection. Go to the birdhouse. You will find something hidden under its detached roof. Your dream has come to an end. It is time to wake up. Okay. Sure, I pick up what you're putting down. Birdhouse, got it. Dream 2, awake from the second dream. No, I think it's time for me to go back to bed. Another strange dream. The man in a gas mask appeared to you again. Does that seem uncanny to you? Yeah, a little. It probably shouldn't happen twice in a row like that. That's a bit odd. You must be anxious and scared, but also intrigued. You don't know what to believe. You think he spoke convincingly. But it's hard for you to accept that a dream could hold any truth. You consider yourself logical, but don't want to rule anything out. You can sense things you can't hear or see. The spiritual side of you may follow some secret logic. A logic that is yet to be discovered. You're tired of this recurring conflict in your head. Be that as it may, you can't stop thinking about what he said. Should you go outside and check the birdhouse? Let's try no. Your dream will continue to haunt you. You're not going to get it out of your head. Ignore. You know you're going to do it eventually. You're trying to resist, but now's not the time. That's what you think. We just like try and resist a handful of times. Fine. Okay, looks like there's not much of a choice there. I was starting to think maybe it was like you're supposed to resist these urges because they're nonsensical or something, but it does not seem that you have much of a choice. I don't know if this game has multiple endings. I sort of thought I heard that it did. It's likely nothing. It's going to rain soon. Normally you'd love some rain. The sound has a calming effect on you. Does it ever? But you don't want to get wet. You better get going before it starts raining. Alright. Well, if we're going to do it at all... Although I'd kind of like to... Maybe if I leave it, it will be in the rain. Well, I don't know. If we're out in the middle of nowhere, I might get sick and die. I'll leave it till it rains. You should have worn a coat. The bitter autumn wind is chilling to the bone. Yet you find it refreshing. There is something purifying and healing about the wind. Autumn wind as well. Very topical. Halloween, etc. Perhaps the physical sensation on your skin tricks your mind into focusing solely on it. The wind makes you feel more connected with this world. But then again, what the hell were you doing here? It's the middle of the night. You're standing outside catching a cold because you had a dream. Would a sane person act like this? Lightning? You don't think it matters, do you? No one is sane. You don't care whether you're sound of mind or not. All you want is to feel better. You want to wake up feeling calm and content. You need to find a way to prevent yourself from falling into negative thoughts. It's going to rain soon. You need to get to the birdhouse. Alright, if we're going. But best not keep Destiny waiting. You are here by the birdhouse. Oh, there was a bird there. It's a well-kept birdhouse. Do you still want to do this? Not really. You don't have a choice, do you? Can't outlast the thought. Can you see the spot where the ground looks different? Interesting that I'm seeing lightning but hearing no thunder. The ground is bare of leaves and branches. Someone has been here recently. As you realize this, can you feel your heart beating irregularly? Can you feel the sense of dread creeping in? This fear creates a gap in your psyche you can't control. I'm surprised we can see it in the dark. It's overpowering your thoughts and even memories. Are you sure it wasn't us feeding the birds earlier today or something? Recoloring and forging them formless, but you must not give in. Try not to lose yourself in your thoughts, not when they are at their darkest. You can feel it coming again. Your breath is turning shallow. Allow your lungs to breathe without you intervening. You must think of something else. Can you remember the color of your friend's eyes? Can you remember their birthday? I have a friend who's got a birthday in October, sometime around now. Actually, I'm not remembering the exact date at the moment, but I suck with dates anyway, that's why I write them down. It's either the 20th or the 30th, I think. Good. You feel a sense of relief washing over you. You're safe. You're ready to search the birdhouse. What do you expect to find? Nothing, anything. Nothing, really. If you go by the logic, that is the most likely outcome, but you need to see it for yourself. Only then can you get this out of your system. There's only one way to find out. Do nothing. Are you having second thoughts? Maybe. Are you worried about surrendering to the thought? Maybe. Alright. Roof comes off. And is there anything awful in it? Discover box! You cannot believe it. You discovered a box hidden in the birdhouse. You must be terrified. You don't understand what this means. Could the man in the gas mask assume a physical form? You're trying to wrangle this deeply unsettling question, but you struggle to find the explanation. Do you believe it was he who hid the box? Nah, probably just someone else and I forgot about stuff and things. I've got a little penguin on my jammies. That's so cute. You believe there's a logical explanation, but you need time to understand what has happened. You find it all so very confusing. Be that as it may, someone placed the box here recently. Can you feel your sense of security fading away? You might not be here alone after all. This frightening thought is starting to grow in you. You must be wondering what's inside the box. Did we come here by ourselves? Are we the one who has the power to leave here, or did someone else drive us and we can't leave right now or something? You must be wondering what's inside the box. You should get back inside first. Yes. I'm on board with this logic. You're standing at the front of the cabin. Why would you stop here? The front door is ajar. I don't need to say anything. I'll just walk inside. You're trying to remember if you left the front door open. You left so hurriedly that you didn't even remember to take your coat. You were distracted and not thinking straight. It would make sense if you also forgot to close the front door. Yet there have been numerous strange occurrences. You don't know what to believe anymore. It all feels so confusing and empty to you. Don't let that numbness devour joy from the things you love. You didn't stop caring. There's something constantly out of sync, like two cogs that never align at the right time. You came here to heal. What did you wish to find? More things to live for, more things to die for. God, what would I live for? It's kind of the same thing in a sense. Is that something wiggling? Oh, it's just a shadow of the tree. You want to find something new or to revive something old. You understand what you need. It's only a matter of how. You should get inside and see what the box holds. Let's do it. It's not gonna be anything awful in there. Sooner I get in there and see there's nothing, it's fine. I see when it faded in, there were two penguins right in the center of the screen. I thought those were eyes, and I freaked out for a sec. You made it safely back inside, but you're so fixated on the box that everything else around you disappears. Close the door, though. Surely. The way you hold the box effortlessly indicates its light. You're trying to deduce its contents based on its weight. Your thoughts are racing. Violent images are surfacing in your mind. There could be something horrible in the box. Why would you think of the darkest things first? Is it easier for you to dwell on such thoughts? OCD and or perhaps some kind of anxiety sort of here, because this is all fairly... Not that... I mean, this is weird, obviously anyone would be freaked out in a situation like this, but I'm wondering if perhaps the symptoms and the ostensible causes are perhaps one and the same here for our friend's anxiety. Is it easier for you to dwell on such thoughts? Be that as it may, you should open the box. I'm scared of what I'll find, but I probably should. Anyone would hesitate in your situation, but you know you can't let this slide. You found something at the location indicated by your dream. You're trying to comprehend it, but you can't come to a logical conclusion with the information you've got. You need to open the box and see what you can learn. Let's get to it. It's gonna be just like a ring or something benign, probably. Found a phone inside the box. Nice, discover phone. Upon a closer examination, you notice something unsettling. Isn't that your phone? Yes it is, sure is. Probably. You must be stupefied. The last thing you expected to find was your phone. You must be aware of how unusual this is. How did your phone end up in the box? How the hell should I know? Your confusion is warranted. But could you uncover the truth through reason and logic instead? Try to remember the last time you used your phone. I don't know. Can you recall when you arrived at this cabin? I guess I'll try. You don't remember coming here, do you? Now that you reflect on it, you don't know where you are. This place is unfamiliar to you. You don't know how long you've been here. Coming to realize this must be frightening. Is it possible that you were the one to hide the phone? You came here to seek solitude, to get your head straight. Your phone serves as a window to a world filled with violence and hypocrisy. You couldn't look the other way. You needed an exit from all that. You may have decided to resist temptation by tucking away your phone. Does that sound like something you'd do? It's possible. It does sound like something I would do. You find comfort in this assumption. You're mentally exhausted. You're not well. The night amplifies your thoughts. Night changes many thoughts in additional. Additionally, everything feels more burdensome and impassable. We need to get some sleep. There could be clarity with the dawn. Oh, the thing was that about the title of the game, though. So am I only sleeping through the days, maybe? Is that what's going on? Do you find it bizarre? Do I? No, fine, what? When you think of something specific, it tends to manifest in one way or another. You may notice these things only when you pay attention to them. You find it somewhat uncanny, but believe there's really nothing else to it. But have you considered there could be something more? Are you referring to that repeating pattern of 15, for instance? A greater truth. Sometimes you feel like you're viewing the world through this thin, transparent veil. You find it hard to believe anything is real. Do you ever find yourself consumed by compulsive thoughts? Thoughts that you don't share with anyone? Thoughts that cause you anxiety and stress? Sometimes even happy memories feel boundless and imperfect without a reason. The veil may not exist, after all. It may be your mind trying to protect itself from prolonged stress. Maybe you should seek help. You may be right. I mean, these are some troubling occurrences these past few nights. The longer it takes, the easier it is to procrastinate. You should think about it. Be that as it may. The best thing for you right now is to get some rest. Okie day. Alright, our friend with the gas mask, what are you thinking about? Oh, wait a moment. Angle brackets, question mark. You're screaming in the darkness, leaning against a cold concrete wall. You're looking at yourself with the eyes of someone else. That's correct, I am. And it's loud. Abrupt flashes of mindless gore. Your body is shaking and writhing without control. You're attempting to avert your gaze, but you can't tear your eyes away from the gray walls in the gray corner. You've seen flashes of a triangular silhouette on the horizon. It is towering on the black water. Waves as its pulse. Brown noise as its voice. It is calling you. Urgency, disarray, despair, shame, panic. But only briefly. A mere echo of the screams remains. You're furthering away. You're floating to safety. Time to wake up yet? No? Okay. Let's talk to our gas mask friend a minute. Hey, can you help me out? I'm going through something in this corner over here. How about this concrete, huh? Sturdy foundation. I'm the man in a gas mask, and I ask you this. Do you believe in my existence? I mean, you're real in my head. Will you trust my benevolence? I'm not sure. I'm sure if you say so. Will you accept my truth? Maybe not. If I lead, will you follow? I don't know. Probably not right away. You seem hesitant, but I only want to help you. You've been confined for too long. You need to see what's on the other side of the veil. I can show you. The path is concealed within the gallery. Time for me to go! Do I have a gallery in this cabin? Oh, that was alarming. Man, the writing in this is awesome. It looks like you won't be getting any sleep. You can't shake the image of the man in a gas mask from your head. Do you think he's malevolent? I don't think he is! You find him suspicious. But he has done you no harm. Not yet, anyway. Maybe he is trying to help you. You'd think if he was gonna do something weird to me, he would have done it day one. What would be the point in all this? You need closure. You need to find clarity amid this dissonance. You are tired of temporarily mending your well-being. You want to find something long-lasting. Isn't that the reason you came here? You must make it through the night. Maybe you should listen to the man in a gas mask. Maybe he's the only one who can help you. I don't know if I can. You need to take a leap of faith. Maybe there's a clue in what he said. You remember him mentioning a gallery? Could it mean the gallery on your phone? Could be worth a look. Why not? I mean, I did lock this phone away, but I would have smashed it if it was something that would never be useful again. Surely. Dwank. You unlocked your phone. The gallery's already open. It's a photo of the front of the cabin! Neat! It is a picture of the cabin you are in. You must have taken this photo upon your arrival, even though you can't remember doing so. But if it's my phone, then I suppose I did. Any metadata on it? When was the date of that? How long ago? Swipe right, left. Oh, wait, which one would be back in time? I guess right? No, I meant left. Okay, there are no more recent pictures available. I meant go scroll to the right, which would be a swipe left. This is the latest photo. Left it is, then. Me and someone. It is a picture of your friends. You remember the day you took this photo? Oh, no, it's just them. The one on the right isn't me. I thought it looked like us. It was an unusually sunny and warm mid-fall day. Oh, so that wasn't that long ago, unless it was a year ago, or more. You all went out to enjoy the sunshine and a few drinks. Later, it started pouring like never before. You were all wet and cold, but happy at the end of the day. It is a memory to treasure for you. We're wondering how your friends are doing. Do you think you've been a good friend? You feel like you have taken your friends for granted. You should call them more frequently. Ask them how they're doing more often. I know, okay? It has been so damn busy! Do not let them fade out of your life. You will need them, and their laughter. Alright. Keep going. Oh, there's a little dog. It looks absolutely horrifying with this filter, but otherwise would be really cute. You are still struggling to watch photos of her. She passed away recently. Oh, I'm sorry. You miss her so much that there are no words to describe it. Do you feel like you let her down? You knew she was old and not well. You did the right thing by letting her go. Deep down inside, you understand and accept this. There will come a day when grief turns into a fond memory. Keep carrying on. Is that the same cabin? An old mill. It is a picture of an old mill. You find it somehow familiar. You've seen it near the cabin, yet you cannot remember taking this picture. You can not remember taking this picture. A sense of dread is starting to build within you as you realize the order of the photos. You took this picture before your dog passed away. This image is months old. You don't remember when you came here, but you're sure you came here after saying goodbye to your dog. Your head is trying to process this paradox. Have you been here before? Have you already done all this? Are you trapped in some unnatural cycle? Everything has been such a blur to you lately. Be that as it may. Can you see something strange in this image? Is there a horse on the roof? Is that what I'm seeing? You find it difficult to discern what you are looking at. Zoom in, sure. Oh, the man in the gas mask was on the... Oh, excellent. I should have just kept going. Oh, that's not good. What did you think you saw? There was someone in the photo. It was the man in the gas mask. It wasn't you. You must have taken the photo. You must find the current turn of events terrifying. This is the moment when your logic begins to fail you. The great disorder in your head is spiraling out of control. You can feel it physically bounding your head, attempting to break free. There is no way for you to regain control. You've resisted for so long, you can't hold it any longer. You must surrender to chaos. What do you have to lose? Everything. The things you are holding on to no longer have much value for you. You're starting to cave in. This amorphous mass of anxiety and stress has grown unbearable. It has physically begun to weigh down on your shoulders. The dawn could help alleviate some of your burdens, but you can't shoulder them for the night. You must act before you get crushed under all that weight. What should I do? Look at a picture of the dawn on my phone? Find the man in a gas mask. You must confront him if he's real. You must cast him away if he's a figment of your imagination. Go to the old mill. Seek out to him. That sounds like a bad idea, but I mean, again, if it's an anxiety that is unfounded, I guess it's right, yeah. Just go there and prove to yourself that it's not real. Much as I kind of would rather not. At this point, it seems a bad idea to ignore it. And if it's some real person who's a serial killer, then I mean, like, we're not safe here anyway, so it's not like going back to bed's gonna help. The front door is open yet again. Can you remember if you closed it? I remember distinctly saying you were focused on the box, so I'm pretty sure I didn't. I'm not sure if I did. Can't recall the exact moment. You didn't focus on remembering it. You were anxious earlier when you noticed the door was open. Surely you wanted to avoid repeating your mistake. So how come the door is open? I may have left it open. You feel that's the most likely explanation, but you can't be sure. It leaves you in a doubt. Suddenly your thoughts are drawn to a strange feeling. Look at your left wrist or your right wrist? I don't know. Why not the right? Does your hand feel numb? Sometimes you feel like there's something more than blood coursing through your veins. These thoughts come to you with urgency. You don't know why. Your thoughts are not related to anything concrete. They are just thoughts. It is true, sometimes it'd be like that. Try not to think about it. Instead, set your mind to the old mill. Is it the man in the gas mask narrating the whole game, do you think? Or is it like just some omnipotent narrator? Omnipotent, omniscient, however. Instead, set your mind to the old mill. You're bound to find answers there. I guess we better. How strange. You feel more at ease now that you're out of the cabin. Previously, it was the other way around. The drizzling rain has replaced the chilly autumn wind. It's still cold outside, but you don't mind. I probably should have brought a coat, though. You welcome it. And physical sensation draws you closer to reality. I usually find when I'm like tense and afraid and anxious, I get really warm, so this would help me considerably to be in the cold rain. It guides you in the right direction and allows you to breathe more freely. That thunder scared the soul out of my body for a good 2 nanoseconds. You can feel the gravel beneath your feet more distinctly. A feeling that provides you comfort. A feeling that reassures you of your existence in this space. Oh, I'm barefoot too, that's good. You are here. You are alive. If only you could feel such presence and connection more often. You think it's unfair. You're not a bad person. Why are you being tormented like this? You put on a brave face and pretend you're fine. I don't know, I'm not sure I know if I'm a good or bad person yet. But I'm sure about you. I don't know anything about you. You're probably not a bad person. You make sure they don't see how broken you are. But is that strength or quite the opposite? How much of yourself are you willing to keep hidden? Be that as it may, you should get going. This path leads to the old mill. Off we go. Ooh, yeah, lovely. Love this. This isn't spooky at all. The old mill lies just beyond the ridge. You're almost there. You thought you heard something. I sure was hoping that was me until just now. It sounded like a branch snapping nearby. A strange feeling comes over you as you realize you're not alone. Take a moment to steady your breath. Try to avoid paying too much attention to the sound of your breathing. Let it come naturally. Trick yourself into thinking something else. You got this. Can you see something moving in the distance? It's coming this way. Oh, I see it now, yeah. This is not the man in the gas mask. It's a grizzly bear. You must stay very still. Can you feel a surge of adrenaline kicking in? Your heart is thumping in your chest. Fight or flight. But you can't run. It would be suicidal to start running. You should retrace your steps slowly back the way you came, but your legs are feeling like jelly. You struggle to move them. You struggle to stand still. The tension has become intolerable. You must get out of the situation. You want to close your eyes and count to 10. Out of sight, out of mind. Live or die. Throw yourself to a chance. I don't think you want to... you don't want to make eye contact, but I don't think you want to close your eyes. You want to look like above a bear, surely. Are you afraid this could be the last time you close your eyes? You can't stand this tension much longer. Okay, that's making me anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, the sound design on that is excellent. 8, 9, 10. You're slowly looking at your surroundings, but you can't see the bear anymore. Oh, that was creepy. I really like the way that was done with the audio going around you. It didn't see you as a threat. You were defenseless, but it meant you no harm. It looks like you're safe. Achievement, now is not the time. The grizzly bear. You had never encountered a grizzly before. You feel both shaken and exhilarated by this encounter. Bears have always been meaningful to you in some way. I'm surprised the grizzly let me go. Grizzlies are like insta-kill usually. Or so I thought. Usually you're supposed to play dead and just hope that they... Well, I guess at that point, if it was looking right at you, it wouldn't fall for that. A black bear, maybe I would just sort of stand still and close my eyes and see if it would stop seeing me as a threat. I don't know. For sometimes they say fight back against black bears because they are little cowards. I don't know. I mean, don't mess with bears at all, really, is the solution. But if I saw a grizzly bear in real life, I don't think I'd be able to just stand there and close my eyes casually. Bears have always been meaningful to you in some way. Oh, were they pandas maybe on my pajamas, not penguins? They periodically appear in your dreams. Do you believe your dreams are trying to tell you something? Grin and bear it, probably. They're just dreams. Maybe so. But have you noticed how bears only appear in your dreams when things change? Be that as it may, you should get going. The old mill is waiting for you just over that ridge. Zoom zoom! Off we go! You are here at the old mill. The night has reached its darkest moment. There's very little light left. You feel the coldness differently when in darkness. You find it more piercing and desperate. You feel it's unforgiving and somehow more final. You no longer welcome it. The drizzle has soaked your clothes. You're tired and cold. The old mill looks deserted. The unpleasant scent of damp, swollen wood fills your nostrils. You're thinking of turning back, aren't you? No. No one would blame you if you did. It looks like there's nothing here. I'm thinking I probably should check it out. This is such a hard pill to swallow for you. Deep down inside, you believe that you would find something here. Well, that's neat. Your heart skips a beat. The old mill comes alive. You're starting to feel dizzy due to the sudden rush of thoughts and emotions. You stand quietly trying to steady your breathing and soothe your head. But there's no way to separate and organize your thoughts. They come like flashes. You can grab them briefly before you realize they're gone. How could anyone navigate their way through such cacophony? Oh, if lights are on, I hope it means someone's in there. Broken words are spiraling from this chaos into your head. And also, I mean, the bear, ostensibly left, but, we probably shouldn't stick around too long if there's bears around. I'm just hanging out outside. I am waiting for you. You feel shaken and at your limit. You must focus all your remaining energy. He is watching for you in the old mill. Waiting, even. Oh, sure. Let's have a look-see. Shalt we? You are standing at the bottom of the stairs that lead to the old mill. You feel hesitant to take these steps. There is no clarity in the storm inside your head. How could philosophy and spirituality shake hands with logic? Where do you draw the line? For all that you know, these could be the first steps to psychosis. Or the last. You wish you could silence the voices in your head, but you can't. You're constantly looking for some meaning. You're searching for anything to explain this mad world. Mad world. For this can't be all that there is. So here you stand at the foot of your mountain. Are you ready to take these steps? Ready. You can no longer rely on logic. The man in a gas mask is waiting for you in the old mill. He may hold an explanation. The moment has come. Right leg first. Start off on the right foot, shall we? Fifth step. You can't take stairs without counting the steps. You haven't found a way to ignore the urge, and you're not even sure you'd want to. The number of steps could hold a deeper meaning. There may be a hidden and recurring pattern waiting to be revealed. That doesn't make much sense, does it? You feel conflicted. But you won't stop counting, not now. Off, up we go. 10. You're nearly there with just a few steps remaining. Will it be 15? You can feel a cold shiver run repeatedly over your body. The rain's getting louder too. You're starting to breathe more consistently as the light from the mill grows brighter. It carries a sense of relief. It whispers a promise of warmth. It offers you shelter from this darkness. You're almost at the top. 15 steps if you count the landing, which you always do. 15. Do you think it's yet another sign or a mere coincidence? Coincidence! Maybe so. But out of all the numbers, it had to be 15. I mean, they were repeating 3 in the other dream as well. I think I'm seeing... I mean, also, granted, if I always count the steps, and I've been to this old mill before, maybe that's why 15 sticks in my mind. You found the stairs to the old mill mentally draining. Both your body and mind are weary, but you're finally here. The storm is raging, as are your restless thoughts. There's nothing but this old door between you and the man in a gas mask. For the first time, could there be clarity in the chaos? A glimpse of hope? Let's get in there. Ooh, it's dark. And there's the triangle pattern. Oh, and that's him. Do not be afraid. I am no longer a mere shadow or a voice in your head. I led you here. I guided your hand with whispers into your ear. I permeated your dreams and thoughts like ink bleeds into the black water. I was born from silence. I have manifested from the shadow of the gray corner. I noticed that the silence was not symmetrical for a bit there. Is that Morse I'm hearing in the background? I am night without a dawn. What do you want from me? You have sensed something almost tangible in the darkness. You've come so close you can almost reach out and touch it, but you still don't know what it is. Yet you have heard the waves whisper of its existence. Listen closely. These waves are born from the pulse of the triangular pyramid. Yes, the one you've seen in your dreams. It stands on black water behind the all-distorting veil. Your search for something more has finally come to an end. You can find the truth you've been craving for in the three faces of the pyramid, but it lies hidden behind the veil, which you can only perceive in darkness. 3 faces of the pyramid? That's a funny-shaped pyramid. Shouldn't it have 4? Unless you're not counting the bottom. If I dig under the pyramid, will there be nothing under there? It'll be hollow? Therefore, I had to challenge your logic and reason. I disguised myself in your silence. I wore you out with the endless whispers from the quiet. I filled you with doubt and resentment. I introduced you to the necessary darkness. I will show you the truth that is good and just. the truth that is concealed by the all-distorting veil. I guess I don't know that they're lying. I don't know what to trust anymore. You have sensed there's more than meets the eye. You've known it for a long time. You must look past things that are holding you here. I've observed your loved ones from the darkness. I've stood in the shadow of the gray corner. I've heard them quietly whisper their prayers. You are causing them heartache. You are a burden to them. I know. Oh God, I don't want our character to say that. Well, even if that's how I feel, that can't be right. They know the weight of the worries you're carrying. Where were they when you needed them the most? You shouldn't give them another thought. That's a different thing than you were saying a moment ago. You said I caused them heartache. Now you're saying they're my problem? They're nothing but silhouettes distorted by the great veil. There's no shame in finding comfort in that thought. You need to let them go. You must cut any ties you have left with this world, for the veil's greatest trick was to disguise itself in light. Only then can you plummet into the blackness where the veil cannot exist. Look at my eyes, for they are like knives. And with my gaze I will cut through the great veil. I will show you the way. I will walk you across the black water. I will help you tear down the veil once and for all. I first came to you in your dreams. Now accept me in the flesh. Look at your hands. I don't want to do what you tell me anymore. Don't be afraid. There's no need to be scared. The silence is like distorted now. I guess I got a bad feeling that bad things are going to happen in my hands. You have poison coursing through your veins. A cancer that stops you from seeing and sensing what is real. It has deceived you with false things to keep you tamed and content. But in the dark you start to sense its presence. It is difficult to turn away from love, joy, and happiness. It is hard to close your eyes for the last light. But know that this light I speak of is artificial and false. And because of the nature of things, you must bleed. With my eyes I will release the poison out of you. I don't know about that. You're thinking of your loved ones. Let go of them. Let go of the ties that keep you here. Let go of their memory. You're scared. Don't be afraid. I will wash away your fear in the darkness. Take my hand and follow me. Resist as long as possible? Oh man, that makes it sound like I'm not allowed to resist anymore. Well, I really don't want what's coming next. If the poison that is our blood and it's going to be out of our wrists. But I guess I didn't have a choice. Clarity. No pain, no doubt. The cold will turn to warmth. A sense of calm will follow. Let go of the discord. Let go of the worries. I guess if I gotta. Leave all the woe to the other side of the veil. Breathe slowly. Listen. Can you hear it? Can you hear the dissonance drowning in the sea? Can you hear it sinking into the beautiful brown noise? Let's listen to the sea, shall we? Oh, I wish it wouldn't show me the sea. I shouldn't have said that. There's no false light where the water begins. Is that the end of it then? Oh, well, there's our dawn. I wish I had anything to say, but it's just so gripping and enchanting, this. Is that the pyramid rising in the dawn? Well, that is a more gruesome way than I was hoping for that to end. I was sort of assuming that I might have some way to prevent that from happening, because that's sort of where I heard in Destiny's ear that was about to go. Which is just a weird way of saying that's what I was predicting it was heading, but I didn't seem to have much of a way out of that. And a lot of the times where you had a choice between yes or no, if you say no, it just would wait. Man, it's all light except for the pyramid now. Oh, it's getting creepy and dissonant. And fading away. Oh, even the frame faded away. Can you hear me? Something is happening. The pyramid has risen from the surface of the black water. It is slowly rotating in the air. Its base is turning into a face, and its face is turning into a base. A new truth has emerged. Is it too late? Please, help me. I realize the truth has an ever-shifting nature. Can you hear me? I will repeat myself. The truth has an ever-shifting nature. Please, can you hear me? I will scream into the black water. The truth has an ever-shifting nature. I don't know what becomes of me. Help me. Fun audio cue that. I'm not afraid or anything. Oh, God. That was the end of the game. Hey there. Thank you for playing Without a Dawn. I hope you enjoyed my little game. I sure did! Phew. That's a relief. Thanks. It took me approximately a year to create this game. I spent lots of time rewriting the dialogue and recreating the art, among other tasks. Feels like I did 5 things for one to stick. It's not a very sustainable way to create games, hee. But with this game, I felt like I could spend more time refining the smaller details. I always approached this project more as an art than a game. Creating a thought-provoking and mature tale of the human psyche was tough. I had to constantly put myself in the dark place to bring this work into existence. Yet at the same time, this project was a labor of love. I'm very proud of how it turned out. You should be! I imagine this is an actual picture of the developer. I want to thank my wife Jenny for her continuous support and help. Also thanks to my kids Rico and Minja, you're the best. Thanks to the local game dev community, sharing a drink is always a pleasure. And huge thanks to you all for encouraging me through the social media art. Oh, and before you go, would you consider dropping a review? I don't do that, sorry. Alright, fair enough. There's no harm in asking, right? You can find me here at this link. Silver font from Poppyworks. Without a Dawn, there it was. Achievements-wise, maybe I'll be able to find out if there was another way that could end. The only achievement I didn't get was the time appears to be frozen, so that doesn't sound like there was any other way for that to end. Well, there you have it. That was Without a Dawn. Yeah, very dark and grim, but utterly gripping the whole time. I couldn't stop reading through it. There was barely any commentary in this video because I just wanted to keep reading the narration. It was just so artfully written and really just like raw and real. But yeah, fairly gruesome and kind of a sad way for it to end. I suppose the idea with the pyramid is ever turning and the truth is ever shifting. The idea there is indicative that our friend made the wrong choice probably in taking their own life, which is usually the wrong choice, I guess. But what I mean is, the rhetoric I think that they were trying to get across, or at least this is what I took from it, was the idea that throughout that time, basically all of what was prompting the darker thoughts for our protagonist was stuff like, there's no logical explanation for this. Why is truth changing before my eyes? What does it matter? Like, what does anything matter if I can't understand one thing? That seemed to spawn a lot of the anxieties and compulsions that our protagonist was facing. So I guess the idea behind the truth is ever shifting. It's trying to suggest that just because there are things in this world that are unexplainable or not understandable shouldn't mean that there's no value in continuing to flounder about in the chaos anyway, I suppose. The idea of trying to hit some point, like the protagonist says, I don't want to feel good temporarily anymore. I want to feel good. I want to hit a solution that makes me feel calm and collected and wake up that way forever. And that's especially hard. Well, and that's impossible for everyone, I would think. I don't think there is such a thing that makes you wake up happy or calm or even content or feeling safe and secure every day of your life. It just doesn't. I don't think life works that way, but especially for some people, it's even harder to grapple with such a reality. So I think really this game was trying to be a lot, trying and succeeding, I would say, to be a sort of compassionate look into the darkness of the life of someone who struggles with an unreality like that, struggles with the thought that there are things that they're seeing that can't be right or can't be real, or indeed things that they are just thinking about and fearing that shouldn't be real. So yeah, pretty damn heavy, but I'm glad I played it, and it was certainly creepy and scary as well. I really like the bit where you can hear the audio of the bear going all around you. That was really cool. If you didn't have headphones on for that bit, let me tell you, it wasn't fun. That and that one dream where we were on the concrete wall with all the screamy scare chords, that was fairly intense also. But yeah, that was really cool. Well done. And I'll leave a link down to the Steam page for this game, as per the usual. But yes, I hope no one's feeling too down by that, because it was a pretty somber way to end it. If anyone's feeling a little uptight and or agitated by that, if you just grab yourself some hot chocolate or something, and have a hug on me. This one's free. You don't even gotta pay for it. There you go. And that'll be all for now. On a lighter note, the next video on the channel is going to be another episode of Is It Woke, because that is too fun to not do again. Regarding the next Chill or Be Chilled day, which is tomorrow evening if everything goes according to plan, if I could give you a hint, I'd have to do it from pretty far away, and I'm not certain it would reach you, so there's probably no point. And on that note, that is all for now. Thank you so very much for coming, and hopefully I'll see you around. Admiral's gonna be out of here now. Peace!